All right. So before we get started, tonight's call is all about how two girls that I met on the Lux Republic Diamond Retreat got to Diamond in 12 days and in 30 days. So we're going to get tips from them on what they did and how and why they got to Diamond so quickly. And before I introduce them, I just want to mention to you guys, if you don't already know, that Hammer and Chisel is the newest workout program that was just released on Tuesday, and that is on sale for $160. The challenge pack is on sale for $160, and we have a team test group that is starting on December 14th. So that is for any of you guys, any coach that is getting Hammer and Chisel, and then any of your clients can also join. So it's especially great if you guys are new to coaching and you don't want to host your own group. You can add them into ours as long as they're doing Hammer and Chisel, because we're all going to be doing that program. They did mention, I got an email, which you guys probably got too, but it was from Beachbody, and they said if you want to get Hammer and Chisel, the challenge pack, by the 14th, you need to order by this week, basically. So try and get them to order as soon as possible, but they will have on-demand access. So even if they order on the 14th, they won't have their Shakeology, but they'll still at least have the workout. So without further ado, we have Jen Werth on the call and Kate Kraft. And again, I met both of them. They're both on the Lux Republic, and I met them on the Diamond Retreat that Raina hosted. And I'll introduce you guys both first, and then Jen, you can start, and then we'll jump to you, Kate. So Jen is currently a 2-star qualifying Diamond. She got to Diamond in, I think it was 12 days. Is that right? In 12 days. And I think since she joined, she's hit Success Club 10 every single month. So clearly she's doing something right, and she's inspiring others and building her team and doing awesome. So that is Jen in a nutshell. And Kate is, she's a Diamond right now. She hit Diamond in 30 days. She actually joined in May, but once she kind of took the business more seriously and had some incentives, she hit Diamond within 30 days, which is awesome. And I think that's all I have for you, Kate. So you can share more about yourself when you start. Okay, take it away, Jen.
Okay, so you guys can ask whatever questions you have. You can. I don't know if you have the typing thing on or unmute, whatever. But when I joined, I was actually I knew Raina from my gym. I'm a personal trainer and I have my own gym, and Raina and Brett worked out there, and I was following Raina for probably a good year and a half before I even mentioned to her that I might be interested in it. And when I finally decided to sign on, I asked Raina, I was straight to the point. I was in it I wanted to make more money and help more people online, because in my gym I can only touch a certain amount of people. And so I was straight to the point with her, said I want to know how to do this. How do I make the most money? She sat down with me and showed me how, told me what to do, and that's exactly what I did. So the first thing I did was sign my partner, Tristan, up on my left side, and I put my mom on my right side. And so really from there, I hit Emerald that day I signed up. I signed into it right away. And then I signed my dad under my mom, and then one of her friends signed under her, so she was Emerald. And then I built her leg after I built myself and Tristan's side. So we really just took off. If you just know that what you need, if you need to hit, if you need 4 people on each side and those to be Emeralds, just sit down and take the time and write out a list of people that you think may be slightly interested in it, and hit them up with it. I think it was right at 12 days was the last one, but I think I had most of my people signed within the first 2-3 days, just because I was so excited about it, and I still am. It's easy. I shouldn't say it's easy, but it's something I'm very passionate about, to help people get started in this, and they don't really hesitate when I ask them, or tell them what they need. If somebody's coming to you and asking what you're doing, they're asking for your advice. So really just telling them what they need is what they need to hear, and just a little extra, push from you in the right direction. I'm trying to think of any roadblocks I hit with hitting Diamond. But I think everybody, if you really want it, sit down and make a plan. I know Samantha is awesome at this. I love following her stuff, but within 30 days to be able to get to Diamond, that's totally doable. I know I was in a different position because I am a trainer, and I have that, those clients, and I have the people that already trust me and do what I basically tell them to do. So I understand I had an advantage in that, but you guys all have that same advantage. Get your family involved, get your significant other or your spouse or a sibling, get at least 2 people close to you involved in this. Whatever you have to do. Like I said, my mom and Tristan were my 2 people I went to, and then had some other family members, my mom's friends. And I also did a lot of, when I would post, I would tag Tristan and my mom, or maybe share posts to my mom's page that was more for, the older crowd, because it's a different crowd for both sides, but that got a lot too. And I would just share something on her wall for her friends that, I don't really have communications with every day, but we got quite a few people from that as well. And then make sure you're inviting every single day. I was adding, Rand said add 5 to 10 people every single day, so I did. And then I sent them a message, and you'd be shocked how many people come out of the woodwork, especially like the last 2 months. People that I messaged back then, they weren't really interested maybe, but now they're, approaching me, asking what I'm doing. They want to get involved. So just be consistent and genuine to people. That's all they want. If they're not ready yet, don't push them. You can, guide them, let them know, what special deals they'll be getting or why it's a good time to start, but they'll come back when they're ready. There'll be a certain reason they're not ready quite yet, but just always end on a good note with your conversation, and they'll come back to you when they're ready. Any questions? Or Samantha, do you want me to talk about something else? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I had like 2 other calls before this. So.
Oh, really? Yeah, so first of all, the timing thing I totally agree with. I think that certain people would be rock star coaches. They just need to join at the right time. So like you said, as long as you end on a positive note and then like follow up with them, then that might do you better than pressuring them to sign up by this week.
Absolutely.
I do know a couple of my coaches have asked me about how to break into like the trainer market or to people who do CrossFit or anything like that. Do you have any tips on how to get challengers or coaches out of those people?
I think I talked to you about this before. Trainers are a tough crowd. They're a tough crowd just because we take a lot of pride in what we do, and we don't want anybody to think that what they're doing is better than what we're doing. What we do works best. So you got to find, it's got to be somebody that is very comfortable with what they do and is looking to grow. So for those of you that most of you don't know me other than Caitlin and Samantha, but I do own my own gym, and we are actually going to probably be done with it at the end of this year, just because Beachbody my dream has kind of shifted. I still love what I do, personal training, but I don't need the overhead anymore. I don't need the responsibility of owning my own gym when Beachbody does way more than what my gym has been, which is sad to say because we worked so hard and to build what we had with the gym, but it's different with Beachbody. You don't have any overhead. You don't have the responsibilities of being there to open and close and maintaining all that stuff. So trainer wise, you're going to have to find, and the other thing is like, as far as corporate places go, like if you're looking at like, 24-hour fitnesses, or we have Lifetime Fitness, Genesis here, but if you look at corporate places, trainers can't compete. So you can't even don't even waste your time with them unless they're looking to move to be an independent contractor or work for a private place, because they can't do that while working for a corporate place. It's a conflict of interest. So I don't really, honestly, as far as letting approaching trainers, so you can mention it to them, but as a trainer, we get approached by like every multi-level marketing thing out there. It's got to be something that catches your eye, and maybe, you friend them and, their posts, just start conversations with them. And like, I went to Raina never approached me. I just watched for a long time. And, it was like, is this something that I could add into my training to make it more beneficial? And that's what I had to look at was, how can I add this into my current clients and make what they're doing better? So what most of my clients do right now is they train like 2 to 3 days a week with me, and the other days are not with me now. Instead of just coming to the gym and giving them a workout to do, I have them do one of the Beachbody workouts at home, or they can come to the gym and get it done, but at least something, they have instruction and guidance, and they love it. We're getting great results with it. I'm able to help a lot of people online that don't live in Kansas City. So if you do want to approach a trainer, I would definitely let them, go at the angle of how it will benefit their current business. Not like, don't do personal training anymore, you need to do this, but make it an added thing to what they already do and let them, take it from there, and they'll decide if they want to graduate out of training or do both. For me, I love both. I'll probably never quit training just because I love the one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
But the Beachbody is a benefit to that as well, And I would not come out and say you're a Beachbody coach just saying you're a Beachbody coach, for a lot of people it just rings wrong in their head, or they don't really give you a chance then. So let them know you're a coach and what you do. Like you do the online training, host accountability groups. And that's another good point too, is online accountability. People get accountability and they come and see you at the gym for, an hour or whatever a day, but the other 23 hours a day, what are they doing? So that's where the online accountability group, you can kind of really push that home too with them, because they have that, whether they're looking for meals or they're having a bad day or they need some motivation or like a group to contact. That online accountability group has done wonders for a lot of my clients and other people too. So hit that angle as well.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So does anyone else have any questions for Jen? I know a couple of you hopped on late. If not, I'll take questions at the end too. So if there's none right now, which doesn't look like there are, let me just check the team page. Yeah, okay. So then we can jump to Kate. Again, Kate right now is a diamond, and she hit diamond in 30 days. So Kate, you can go ahead and share your experiences with us.
So I signed up in May, and like Jen, my husband and I were running a tennis academy. So I thought, oh my gosh, this is such a good opportunity. I have so many people I can reach. And then in June, we were notified that it was kind of changing. And in July, we said, screw this, and we left. And we went on a 66-day road trip. So all of the contacts that I thought I was going to sign up and like go really fast, I was no longer in front of them. I was no longer working one-on-one with them or their kids. And I was just kind of like, holy crap, what do I do now? So we were on the road and we camped a lot. We were in national parks, so they don't have cell service or Wi-Fi, which really sucks. I still hit Success Club and I still signed coaches. So towards the end of our 66-day road trip, that was the beginning of September, I had 4 people signed up, my sister and my husband, and then one of my good friends and another discount coach was just a woman that I had known for a while. On September 1st, Raina put out there that she was going to host a diamond retreat in California, and I wanted that. I wanted to be around people with similar interests. I wanted to be around people that wanted the same dream that I did, and I needed that. I'd been around just my husband for 66 days, and I needed women in my life. I needed just that encouragement and inspiration. And so I said, okay, here's what we have to do. I have to add 2 more people to this lake, get my sister to Emerald. I have to add 2 more people to this lake, get my husband to Emerald. And I did it. I did it by talking about it nonstop. I woke up and I thought Beachbody. I went to bed and I dreamed Beachbody. And for 30 days, let me tell you, it was totally worth it to go on the trip and to meet Jen and to meet Sam and all the other women there. It was wonderful. And even Tristan, he was okay. And you can tell him I said that, Jen. And so, I think that what Jen said at the very beginning, you have to know what you need. I looked at my legs and I said, I need 2 people here. The 2 people underneath my sister don't have to be strong because she's in my strong leg. The people in my weak leg underneath my husband, they need to be strong. And so when I would talk to them and when I would gauge their interest in whether they just wanted to be a discount coach or whether they wanted to work the business, that's where I placed them. And it's definitely helped me income-wise going into from September, October, November, especially in October, I had a huge month. So I think writing down what you need, I think talking about it with your significant other, your roommates, anybody that lives with you on a regular basis, because they're gonna ask you questions. Hey, have you signed anybody lately? Hey, how's this leg looking? How's this leg? So the more you are educated and the more you educate the people around you, it's really gonna keep you motivated. And set a deadline for yourself. Like the deadline for me was September 30th because that was when the trip deadline was. But You know, I've got a deadline for my sister. She's got to hit diamond by January 31st. I think she'll probably do it by December 31st, which is great. But, you know, we set that last month that she needed to be diamond at the end of January. And she has 3 more coaches to sign. So I think that she'll get there. And then my husband's next, and he's by the end of February. So we're just keeping pushing, and you just can't stop. You know, I've had people quit. You know, the first day that I was at the retreat, I went down to Ruby. I'm in the airport, and I get a text from Raina, and she goes, "Did you know that you lost rank?" And I'm headed to a diamond retreat as a Ruby. And you know what I did? I got on my phone, and I did a shit ton of follow-ups in the airport, so much so that I had 5% of battery left when I landed and could barely get in contact with anybody to get a ride over to the house for the diamond retreat. At 7 o'clock that night, when everybody was drinking wine and getting to know each other, I was upstairs in my bedroom sitting by my bed, and I was signing a discount coach so that I would have rank and be a legit diamond at a diamond retreat. So if you want it bad enough, just do it. Just go do it. That's all I got.
So one thing I noticed that both you and Jen said is have a plan. And I love that. Like, I don't know if I talk about that enough, because it's so true. Like, you need to know, to get to diamond, you need to know what you need. You know, like, you need to know how many coaches you need, the types of coaches that you need, and where to place them. So that's like the part that I love about this business, is the strategy behind placing coaches. And you really get into it after you're diamond. But I love that part. It's fun for me. But yeah, it's good to have a plan.
Before I'll chime in real quick, one thing I didn't say is every single person I signed up as a coach right off the bat, except for one girl. I had her, she signed up as a discount member, but later flipped into a coach. Okay. But other than that, every single person I've ever signed, I signed immediately as a coach. I just don't really give them another option. I mean, you know, you can ask, like, do you want to be a discount member or a regular member, and who doesn't choose discount? There's no reason not to. It's actually saving them more money and everything too. So that's another way to get to, you know, Emerald, Ruby, Diamond a lot quicker too, rather than just signing them as coaches or being wishy-washy about how you sign them up. You know, just be confident in what you're doing and give them the best deal, which is a discount coach.
Yeah, that's what I do too. I say, when I'm signing somebody up, I say, hey, I'm going to sign you up as a discount member. You can cancel it within 30 days if you think this isn't for you, but it's definitely the best deal. It's going to save you money, and I do it for all my clients.
Yep.
That's it.
So
there is no other option.
So you guys don't give them the option. Both of you say, I'm going to get you signed up.
I say that up front, you know, and if they hesitate or they say, well, I don't want to be a coach, you don't have to be a coach, but signing you up as a discount member or coach is the best way to get you the best deal. It's the only way to get you the best deal. You want to save 25%, you got to be a coach or discount member. I kind of interchange the words, you know, and I always say discount member until they say, when they go fill it out, like, oh, it says I'm a coach, is this correct? And I say, yeah, you know, discount member coach, it's the same thing. Don't worry, you don't have to coach unless you decide you want to later, but it's just the best way to get you the 25% off. Same deal like that. So, and literally nobody's hesitated except for one of my, she's one of my best coaches I have now though, but she chose to be just a discount member at first.
Oh, okay.
That same month. And to me, it's just a headache when people sign as a discount member and then you have to like flip them. You know, I've had people like Lauren, the girl that I signed a discount member, some people that she signed as discount members were getting like multiple shipments of Shakeology when they would try to flip to coach, and, you know, you're faxing forms in, and it was just a mess and a waste of time. So if you can just sign them as a coach right away, just tell them, you know, they'll charge an extra $15.95 a month, but you get $2 shipping, and in the end you end up saving like $30 or $35. Mm-hmm. Doing it that way, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's true. Kate, do you get any like pushback when because I've tried that a little bit before, and they click on the link and they're like, oh, it says coach. Do you also get that pushback, or they're just like, okay?
I say that's what they call their discount members. Mm-hmm. I was like, you get as a discount coach or as a discount member, you get the same benefits that I get as a coach. You can choose to build your business, or you don't have to. But seriously, this is how I would sign my parents up. This is how I have signed my aunts up. Like, this is the best way to do it. And because I am so passionate about that when I'm talking to them, I really don't get a whole lot of pushback at all.
Okay. So does anyone have any questions about that or anything that's been covered?
Guys, tell them about like the monthly, like the $16.95 or whatever it is up front, so that they'll expect that.
I do. I'm always up front with everything they'll be charged, just so there's no surprises. Because then if they're like, wait, I didn't know I was going to be charged this, it just doesn't really look too good. So I just literally have a thing I basically copy and paste each time I send when I tell them how I'm signing them up, and it just says, you'll be billed your $97 for Shakeology, and here it's like $15.95 for the coaching fee, I think. $95 for the coaching fee, and then $2 shipping. And I say, in the first month you get on-demand free. If you choose to stick with on-demand, then it'll be $40 every quarter. You'll be billed. If you don't want it, we can cancel it right away. So it's really never been an issue if I just tell them up front. And I always tell them, you can cancel anytime. There's no contracts and 30-day money-back guarantee. So I put that in there too.
Okay.
Same thing. I have a little screenshot that if I'm on Messenger, I send a screenshot that says important info. I got it from somebody in Lux. I don't really know. It tells them how to cancel the club membership for the on-demand. It tells them about the $15.95, and it gives them the coach relations number as well. So they have all that information right there.
Cool. So do you send that after they sign up then?
Mm-hmm.
And you send a screenshot? You don't retype it or anything?
It's a picture.
Oh, okay.
A picture. It's somebody did some little pick monkey thing, and it says important info, and it's black and blue, and it looks pretty. So people say, "Oh, that's great, thank you." And that's all I do.
Okay, cool. Would you mind sending that to me, actually?
Yeah, not a problem.
Okay, and then I'll post that in our team page too for you guys. All right. Any other questions?
Jen, do you have the script that you were saying somewhere, or is that just something that?
Yeah, I literally just copy and paste off my Facebook every single time. I personalize it too, based off our conversation, but it's the last part is the exact same. So I can send that to Samantha too, so she has that and to share with you guys.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question for you guys that aren't diamonds. What's holding you back? Like, do you think that you can't? Do you think that, is it intimidating to sign people up as coaches? Like, just kind of give me some feedback.
I feel I'm hesitant about signing people up I always tell them what they're going to get and that they have these upcoming fees for the monthly thing, but I actually haven't had a lot of people who seem like they want this on a recurring basis. It's just kind of a one-time, they'll purchase this from me. So I'm hesitant to say, I always ask if they want to be a discount coach, but they're hesitant because they just want to do this one time. So they actually decline being a discount coach. They say no thanks.
And
how are you telling them they're getting a discount?
What's that?
Like when you're basically, I guess, selling them or telling about it, how are you, what's your conversation like in the beginning? Are you saying that they'll get the discount either way when they sign up, or do you say, if you sign up as a discount coach, you get a 25% discount? Because I say it like that right away. That way they don't even think, oh, if I don't sign up like this, I don't get it right away.
I usually say at the end, when I ask, do you want to become a discount coach? I'll say, because on future purchases, like when you leave out the future, because they don't know, and you're not lying. You're saying if you sign up as a discount coach, you get 25% off. You don't have to say future because they're getting it in the beginning either way. Okay, and then when would you let them know that if you don't want to continue the Shakeology, then they can cancel? In the same, I say that in the same breath. If if it's not for you, or you said you don't want to get any more future shipments, you can cancel within 30 days or the day before it ships. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'll get more people if I say it that way. Because it's just it's really how you present it. Because you're not lying about it. You're just simply not disclosing that you only get that
everybody gets the same discount in the first order, but then you get 25% after. If you just leave the future part out, then they really just think, oh, if I sign up as a coach, I get 25% off, which you do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I always kind of approach it as, they need it. Like, they need Shakeology in their life. They don't need Shakeology in their life for 30 days. They need Shakeology in their life.
Yeah.
And so if I'm giving them a way to get that at a more reasonable price, because if they get their second Shakeology shipment sent for 130 instead of 97, I'm probably going to lose that person if they're money conscious. But if they get it for 97 and they realize the benefits that they're receiving, I mean, it replaces an entire meal for 30 days. Like, that's pretty huge.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks.
Yeah. No problem. Anybody else?
Putting him on the spot.
I did. I did that to my team today.
Anyone? Are you scared to reach out to people? Do you not know what to say?
No, but it would help if my mic wasn't muted.
What was that?
What?
I said my mic wasn't muted when I was trying to talk.
Oh.
You're good. No, it's just, with me, it's just I just don't have people to sign up. Honestly, like I said, I mean, usually don't use Facebook for what this was actually, I wasn't expecting this to actually happen, so, but, now that I'm kind of learning the basics, because, kind of getting to some people somewhat, but, yeah, that's really just about it, why I don't have people under me right now. I just don't have people to talk to that aren't coaches yet.
Well, you said, how many friends do you have on Facebook? You just mentioned it the other day.
113.
Okay. So maybe that's where you need to start adding more contacts first.
Do I just go through people and just kind of just go to suggested friends and then just click add, or?
Mm-hmm.
I started with 500 friends in May, and I'm over 2,000 now. So May through December, I added close to 1,500 people. And the first way I did it was whenever I did have Wi-Fi at a stupid national park, I would go to the suggested friends app, and any woman that was between 18 and 35, add. I'd go on my husband's Facebook, any woman between 18 and 35, add. And I tag my husband and everything, so I get to double that. Also now what I've done, because I want to recruit more coaches instead of just customers, instead of just widening my audience, I go to friends of mine who like fitness but aren't Beachbody coaches. So I played softball in high school, I played basketball in high school, I played tennis in high school, and I coached tennis all throughout college. So I go to former teammates' Facebook pages, I pull up all of their friends, and anybody that's on their friends list that I'm not already friends with that looks athletic, that looks like they're interested in some things that I'm interested in, that's who I'm adding. So it takes a little bit more time to kind of stalk my actual friends' Facebook page to kind of steal their friends. But it's been amazing, actually. I've gotten, I hit Success Club last month because of it. So my team now doing that solely to add friends, just so we can have a more just a more personal audience to share with, an audience that we know is going to care about what we're posting.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And I think the key is find those people that relate to you. So in your age range, make sure that they're not coaches, because I find a lot of people that look super awesome, we have really similar interests, and then I go to their page and they're already a coach. So don't friend other coaches, but yeah.
And don't friend other, you're friends with a lot of people in your coaching network already. Don't friend people if you have mutual coach friends in common. Like Tristan, Jen's partner, is from Columbia, and I lived in Columbia, Missouri for 10 years. So I run into a lot of people that Tristan is friends with, and I automatically write them off. Because if they're friends with Tristan, they're seeing all of Jen's posts.
Right.
So I don't need to double that up in their newsfeed.
Right, yeah. Okay.
Yep, good question. Anyone else? Or Jen, were you going to say something? You're on mute, though. Hold on, Jen, you're on mute.
She's talking to herself.
Okay, I was saying for let's see what Nick. Yeah, for Nick. Tristan always says it's always awkward, for him to friend women, just because it doesn't come off the right way necessarily all the time. So if you want advice from him, feel free to shoot him a message, or Brett. Because are you in the dudes group already?
No.
Yeah, have him get in that group, because that just helps. Guys, it's just a little bit harder, a different angle you got to take than moms with kids or women, stuff like that. So I would definitely get with some of those guys and see how they work it too.
Okay.
All right, so I have 2 questions for both of you guys. How many invites do you send out every day, or per week, depending on how you do it?
I do probably 3 to 5 invites for my groups, and then at least 3 for coaching.
Okay.
But I don't. I'm not consistent every single day with the coaching invites, more so my challenge group invites, which my focus now is coaching. So I'm shifting kind of more towards focusing more on coaches versus my accountability group.
Okay. And what about you, Kate?
I do as much as I can every day. And since I don't have a whole lot going on, because we're just basically house sitting and dog watching right now, I've sent out 17 challenge group invites today. I've sent out 5 coaching invites today. I've sent out 10 clean eating group challenge invites today. So, I do as much as I possibly can. I watched I think Top Coach Academy call with Anita Myron, and she said that her day, because she had a daughter at that time, she woke up at 5:30 in the morning. From 5:30 to about 5:45, 5:50, she did personal development and drank some E&E. And then for the next half hour, she did a workout. And then after that, she sat down at her computer and she did 20 invites before she got up. And that was, 20 invites to challenge groups, 20 coaches, and 20 follow-ups. And that set the tone for her day, because those people received that, when they sat down at their desk to work, or they received it on their way to work on their phones. And then she could continue the conversation with them throughout the day. And in the evening time, once her kid was in bed and she was watching TV with her husband, then she could do her follow-ups on that list, instead of sending the invite when people are about ready to go to bed. So, I really started earlier this morning sending out a lot of invites, because I'm usually a night person. But I think that it is good to get it out there in the morning when people are, fresh and thinking about things. So,
and that
shooting 20.
Yeah, that goes to show it really is a numbers game. And I think that there's 2 sides of it. So for me, when I first started, I was also doing the 3 to 5. And there were some days where I was like, oh, I just need to do 3. I'm super busy today. I'll skip it. So I skipped the 3 to 5. And then the next day the same thing happened. So I skipped that, because I was like, it's only 3. It's okay if I skip today, and it's okay if I skip tomorrow. And then I was like, holy crap, I haven't invited anyone all week. So, and then now I'm trying to do up to 20. It's kind of hard for me, but that's my goal. And if I fall short, I do 10, and it's still way better. So I almost feel like if you set a goal for yourself and you'll hit it, 3 to 5 is fine. If you're the type of person like me where 3 to 5 seems so low that you may avoid doing it altogether, set a goal of 10 to 20 people. And then even if you fall short, even 5, 3 invites every day is awesome. Just make sure that you're doing them consistently, I guess. Go ahead.
What are the challenge groups exactly? I'm still trying to figure out what those are.
So those are the online accountability groups. If Lauren has one, she can add you into hers. If not, let me know and I can put you into mine or someone else's. But it's just typically a 30-day group where we all get a challenge pack, and we just kind of post motivational stuff and whatnot. It's for accountability and just kind of a nice place for everyone who signs up that's our clients to join.
Okay, so that's a Facebook thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. My other question is, what is the ratio of discount coaches to active coaches that you pursue? So like I know I think that you guys do discount coaching to everyone, but do you actively reach out to people and just ask about coaching initially?
A few, very few. If I see that my challengers, they're already signed as coaches, but I'll reach out to the ones that are, doing well, posting and getting good results and that stuff. I'll reach out to them and say, hey, have you thought about coaching?
Okay.
But I guess I don't really approach too many people unless I see them sometimes I see people put a post about looking for a job, or they just lost their job, or maybe a stay-at-home mom that wants some more money, something to do. But I don't do it too often. I want to get better and do more of that stuff though, because that's where I'm at in my business. I'm ready to grow more coaches. Mm-hmm. So I'll be finding something to do along those lines.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what about you, Kate?
I'm the exact same. That is something that it scares the crap out of me to say, and I've reached out to Kari, I've reached out to Raina to see what they say to people. And really it's, hey, are you coaching? If not, you should be, and get the conversation started. So I've done probably 10 in the last week. And I've got some, it's a slower conversation than a challenge pack conversation, because a lot of the people that I'm reaching out to, they have no idea what Beachbody even is. And so you have to, when you go the business angle, you have to build trust. And so, it's back and forth, just building that relationship and them seeing my post and then also I share with them some of the income posts that other coaches make and just go that route.
Okay. Yeah, I do think it's a good balance to do discount coaching all the time, because it does make sense to me, at least, and to everyone else, to get signed up as a discount member. But it's also good to have a strong team that will build you volume and help you with your team bonuses, to also actively recruit people that you think would be awesome coaches. So don't be afraid to do that. All right. Any other questions? I'll check the team page, but just unmute yourself if you have any questions. All right, no questions on the team page. Let me check the chat. All right, I think we're all set. Thank you guys so much, Jen and Kate, for joining. I think it's awesome that you hit Diamond so soon, and that you haven't stopped there. You've clearly, you're inviting people, you're recruiting people, you're doing everything that you need to do to keep going this business. So that's really awesome. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
All right. Have a great night.
You too.
Bye.